Under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. Uh, in this particular paragraph, what was the problem of poor peasants of Champaran has been described. The reason why Rajkumar Shukla came to Lucknow and met Gandhi has been given. Under an ancient arrangement, according to a ancient agreement, Champaran peasants, the peasants, the farmers of Champaran were sharecroppers. I already told this thing in the introduction. Sharecroppers, those who take farm field on share. The Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. They were not the owner of the land. They worked as sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. Rajkumar Shukla also worked as a sharecropper. He was illiterate but resolute. Resolute is firm, determined. He had come to the Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar, and somebody had probably said, speak to Gandhi. Rajkumar Shukla was also a poor peasant, but he was resolute. He had come to attend Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. And when he arrived in Lucknow, although he did not come to meet Gandhiji, he did not know anything about him. But when he came to Lucknow, someone told him that he should meet Gandhiji. Gandhi told Shukla he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to go to other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. Then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him to the ashram. For weeks he never left Gandhi's side. Gandhiji told Shukla that he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to go other parts of India. Means Gandhiji told Rajkumar Shukla that it was not convenient for him to visit Kanpur at that time because he had many appointments in Kanpur and he was also committed to go to other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere, accompanied here, followed him, remained with Gandhiji everywhere, wherever he went. Then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. First of all, Shukla followed him to the ashram. For weeks he never left Gandhi's side. First of all, Rajkumar Shukla met Gandhi in Lucknow. Gandhiji told that he had appointment in Kanpur. He followed him to Kanpur. He never left Gandhiji's side until he got an assurance to meet or to visit Champaran. Then Gandhiji, after Lucknow, he went to Kanpur. From Kanpur, he went to his ashram near Ahmedabad. And for weeks, Shukla did not leave Gandhiji's side. Fix a date, he begged. He stands for Rajkumar Shukla. His real motive was to make Gandhiji visit Champaran so that the problem of Champaran can be sorted out. He requested Gandhiji to visit Champaran. Impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity matlab adamantness and determination and story, Gandhi said, I have to be in Calcutta on such and such a date. Come and meet me and take me from there. Gandhiji got impressed by the sharecroppers. Here, sharecroppers is Rajkumar Shukla. His determination, Gandhiji was impressed by the determination of Rajkumar Shukla and his story. He told him that he had an appointment in Calcutta, so he would come and meet him and take him from Calcutta. Means Gandhiji finally agreed to visit Champaran. Months passed. Shukla was sitting on his haunches at the appointed spot in Calcutta. Months passed. Rajkumar Shukla, before Gandhiji arrived in Calcutta, waited for him sitting on his haunches, जैसे उकड़ू कहते हैं ना, उकड़ू बैठे हुए हैं नीचे, आप किसी चीज़ का सपोर्ट ना ले, पैरों पर बैठना. He waited till Gandhi was free. Rajkumar Shukla reached Calcutta before the arrival of Gandhiji. He waited for him after Gandhiji became free. Then the two of them boarded a train for the city of Patna. From there in Bihar. From there, after Gandhiji got free, both Rajkumar Shukla and Gandhiji boarded a train for the city of Patna in Bihar. They both boarded on a train which left for Patna. There Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad, who later became president of the Congress Party and of India. When they went to Patna, Rajkumar Shukla took Gandhiji to the house of Rajendra Prasad, who was a lawyer at that time, but later he became the president of Congress Party and of India also. Rajendra Prasad was out of town, but the servants knew Shukla as a poor yeoman who pestered their master to help the indigo sharecroppers. Rajendra Prasad was out of town. When Rajkumar Shukla visited Champaran, not Champaran, Patna, they went to Rajendra Prasad's house. Rajendra Prasad was not in the town, but his servants knew Shukla as a poor yeoman. Yeoman is farmer who pestered, who disturbed their master to help the indigo sharecroppers. As Rajkumar Shukla kept visiting Rajendra Prasad's house, so his servants knew him. As they knew him as a poor yeoman, so they let him stay on the grounds with his companion Gandhi, whom they took to be another peasant. But Gandhiji was not permitted to draw water from the well, lest some drops of from his bucket pollute the entire source. How did they know that he was not an untouchable? When Gandhiji visited Rajendra Prasad's house, Mr. Rajendra Prasad was not at home. There, Gandhiji was treated just like a poor farmer, as he went there in the company of Rajkumar Shukla, who was a poor peasant. As Rajkumar Shukla was made to sit on the ground, Gandhiji, his companion, was also made to sit on the ground. Even Gandhiji was not allowed to take water from the well, thinking one drop from his hand would pollute the entire source. This was how Gandhiji was treated at the house of Rajendra Prasad by the servants. Gandhiji decided to go first to Muzaffarpur, which was en route to Champaran. En route means on the way to Champaran, to obtain more complete information about conditions than Shukla was incapable of imparting. Gandhiji decided to visit Muzaffarpur. Gandhiji decided to go first to Muzaffarpur, which was on the way, and route means on the way to Champaran. Why did he decide to go to Muzaffarpur first? Just because he wanted to collect more information, which Shukla was not capable of providing. Means, as Shukla was one person and he gave the information regarding the things alone, Gandhiji wanted to collect more information regarding that issue. So he accordingly sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani of the Arts College in Muzaffarpur, whom he had seen at Tagore Shantiniketan school. Obviously, whenever a leader goes anywhere, he sends the information so that the people can gather, so that the people can come to visit and tell the problem. Gandhiji, before going to Muzaffarpur, sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani. J.B. Kriplani was a professor of the Arts College in Muzaffarpur. Where had Gandhiji met him? Had met him in at Tagore Shantiniketan school. The train arrived at midnight 15 April 1917. Kriplani was waiting at the station with a large body of students. Gandhi stayed there for 2 days in the home of Professor Malkani, a teacher in a government school. This chapter not only tells the efforts done by Gandhiji, this chapter also tells that Champaran sharecropping arrangement was a joint effort not only by Gandhiji but also by poor peasants and common people. When Gandhiji had telegrammed Professor J.B. Kriplani, Gandhiji reached at Muzaffarpur railway station at midnight 15 April 1917, and he found Kriplani was waiting at the station with a large body of students, with a large number of students. Gandhiji stayed there for 2 days in the home of Professor Malkani. Let me tell you, Professor J.B. Kriplani came there to welcome Gandhiji with a large body of students, and Gandhiji in Muzaffarpur stayed in the house of Professor Malkani, not J.B. Kriplani. And Professor Malkani was a teacher in government school. It was an extraordinary thing in those days, Gandhi commented, for a government professor to harbor a man like me. Harbor means provide shelter. It was an extraordinary thing in those days. Gandhiji commented that it was an unusual thing in those days to provide shelter to a man like him. He was a well known leader, he was the lawyer of Home Rule. So it was not a common thing. It was an unusual thing to provide shelter to him in smaller localities. Why it was unusual? Because in smaller localities the Indians were afraid to show sympathy for advocates of home rule, because in smaller localities um, people or Indians were afraid to show sympathy for advocates of home rule, because they could be ill-treated by the Britishers, they could be considered as traitor by the Britishers. That's why it was an unusual thing to shelter men like Gandhiji, who was a lawyer of home rule, advocate of home rule. The news of Gandhi's advent means arrival, and of the nature of his mission spread quickly through Muzaffarpur and to Champaran sharecroppers. From Champaran began arriving on foot. Okay. The news of Gandhiji's advent is arrival and of the nature of his mission, and the news of Gandhiji's arrival as well as the reason of his arrival spread quickly through Muzaffarpur and to Champaran. Means quickly people came to know that Gandhiji had come and why he had come. So sharecroppers from Champaran began arriving on foot and by conveyance, means transport, to see their champion. Some people came on foot and some on transport to see their champion. to see Gandhiji, Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhi to brief him. They frequently represented peasant groups in court. They told him about their cases and reported the size of their fee. Muzaffarpur lawyers met Gandhiji to give him every detail of the case. They frequently represented the lawyers of Muzaffarpur represented peasant groups in court. When they met Gandhiji to give every detail of the case, they told him everything about the cases as well as the fee they were charging. Gandhi chided the lawyers for collecting big fee from the sharecroppers. Gandhiji chided is scolded. Gandhiji got angry at this when he came to know the big fee collected by the lawyers of Champaran from the sharecropper. He said, I have come to the conclusion that we should stop going to law courts. Taking such cases to the courts does little good. Where the peasants are so crushed and fear stricken, law courts are useless. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. Gandhiji got angry. Gandhiji stated that it would be better for the peasant not to go to law court, and just because they had to pay heavy fees. Gandhiji stated that when peasants were so crushed, when they were so fear stricken, law courts are useless. For the peasants, the real relief would be to be free from the fear of any kind of fear. I suppose up to this everything is clear. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you, beta. Listen to the videos carefully.